Aren't you tired of feeling frustrated with your life? And do you know how much control you have over the way things happen, your destiny? These are questions I had to ask myself because I was getting frustrated. I was truly getting frustrated with the way things were going for me. Hello, love. I'm Anjuli, and I am a deaf creative, and I make content mostly to inspire you to become the main character of your life, much like I am becoming myself. So if you'd like to join the show, as I like to say, like to join in my life journey, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let me know down below if you are becoming the main character of your life this year. Hopefully this video can inspire you a little bit. In December of 2024, last month, I had some big realizations happen. Anybody understands the feeling of feeling like, wow, I have let things in my life just kind of happen to me for so long. When am I going to make choices actively to make something in my life happen for me? You know, I was just so incredibly freaking frustrated, and I snapped. I essentially snapped, and I realized that this life is mine, and there are some things that are going to have to happen in 2025. There are some changes that are going to have to happen so that I can truly feel like I'm never put in a situation like this again, where I feel like I am the supporting cast in my own life, where I feel like I have more control over my life and the way that it's going. The first change that we should be making, or at least I'm making, is no more people pleasing. I used to think that nice was being agreeable, was no conflict, being somebody that didn't incite a lot of conflict, was somebody who said, yeah, that's nice, when really I might not think that I don't think that's very nice. I used to think that people pleasing was a nice thing to do. Saying things like, yeah, I'm a people pleaser was a nice trait of mine, but it's not. And some really harsh truth that I had to come to the realization to is people pleasing is a form of manipulation. And nobody likes to hear that because we hear the word manipulation and it feels scary, it feels gross, it feels bad, but it is. And I never want to be manipulative. I never want to be manipulated, and I never want to be manipulative. People pleasing usually comes from a sweet place. So when I say that people pleasing is manipulation, I really, really don't want you to recoil and get aggressively like anti that, feel like you need to defend yourself. People pleasing comes from a really nice place. It comes from the idea that you don't ever want to be somebody that's mean or bad or hurt somebody's feelings, but there are ways to not hurt people's feelings, but also stand firm in yourself. There are also times when it's necessary to hurt other people, and not intentionally, but just because, hey, when you do this to me, I don't like it. And that may hurt somebody's feelings, but that's a protection against yourself. If you allow people to do things constantly that hurt you, if you never ever set those boundaries, you are essentially manipulating them into thinking that these things are okay, that all of these behaviors are okay. And then eventually what's gonna happen is you're gonna get resentment, and then you're gonna get mad at them, and to them, they're gonna feel like you're getting mad all of a sudden at random for no reason, when really this was your line the whole time. And that doesn't ever make anybody feel good. It doesn't make you feel good, and it doesn't make them feel good, because this whole time you're thinking, shouldn't you know better? But nobody knows better until they know better. People pleasing does not help anybody, and it doesn't make you a nice person. And so I am eliminating the inner people pleaser. That will be off my character sheet in 2025. So the second change I'm making is taking more control over my look. Now, this may sound extremely trivial, but coming from a fashion girly, okay, my mother was a fashion girly, her mother was a fashion girly, and her mother was a fashion girly, okay? I come from a long line of fashion people, beautiful people. This is big for me, okay? For a brief section of my life, and I actually made a TikTok talking about this that I might post on here in my short section, but for a brief portion of my 20s, I was a survival S worker, and that meant that a lot of my look had to be, palatable for men. White girls can get away with a lot, okay? And black girls just disproportionately make less money in a lot of industries, including the S-work industry. And I needed to make myself as palatable as possible, or at least I felt like I needed to make myself as palatable as possible. So I had the most opportunities to make money. And this did interfere with me customizing my avatar, customizing my look. But I feel like there's such a power, there is such a strength in being able to just ignore everything and just do the thing you really, really want to do. In this world right now, with the boom of social media and everything, trends are also dictating a lot of what people look like, and we're losing the ability to come up with our own sense of personal style or grow into our own personal style, because I don't necessarily think you just wake up one day and go, my personal style is this. I think it is something you kind of come into, and because we're constantly being fed, all of these different aesthetics, we're being constantly fed all of these different ideas of what you should and shouldn't look like. Plus, let's be real, people in the comments section are mean and telling people you look ugly because of this, all the blindnesses, and I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, and all of that, which I also made a TikTok about, because honestly, when it comes to style, I'm very, very passionate about letting people do whatever they feel like they want or need to do to express themselves. We are losing our sense of personal style. And I just want to feel like when I'm putting something on, I'm putting it on and I'm not thinking about this imaginary audience or this real audience. I mean, you guys are very real and you're very valid and you're very much so looking at me, but I don't want to think about y'all. Honestly, when I'm getting dressed, I want to think about me, and then the people that fuck with me will fuck with me, and then the people that don't, they won't, or they'll probably make themselves very well known in the comments, and I just ignore it because I love the way I look. I bleached my brows 3 times yesterday, and girl, it did not turn out the way it did not bleach. My eyebrows literally resist the urge to lose any of their pigment. I'm going to try again in a week, but I know once these are fully bleached, this is going to be such a look. This already eats, but it's gonna eat even more with bleached brows, okay? And that's gonna be a decision that some people are not gonna like, okay? Because let's be real, I'm an objectively pretty girl, and I could just be pretty, but I don't wanna just be pretty. That's boring. I wanna be me. I wanna be artistic. I wanna have fun. I wanna serve cunt. It's hard to do that if you're so focused on the trends, if you're so focused on trying to fit an aesthetic, okay? I don't know what my aesthetic is because that's not what's important to me. What's important to me is I feel good in whatever I'm wearing. I don't know the labels. I try to put a label on it. I don't think I really fit any of those labels, but I feel good in what I'm wearing, and I'm not going to change myself to fit those labels. Personal style will be on my mind in 2025. And the biggest change, I guess, essentially, because this is the last thing, but I think this is the most important thing, is remembering I am number 1 on the motherfucking call sheet, okay? I am number 1. The world does not revolve around me, but me? My show does revolve around me. It is all about me, okay? And this is not gonna be applicable to everybody. If you have children, if you have a husband, if you have whatever all those other things are, yes, this may not work for you. But for me, in my world where it's literally just me and my dogs, I get to be the sole main character. I get to choose my destiny. I get to move in whichever way I want to move because this is all about me. And for so much of my life, I don't know if it's the firstborn daughter thing. I don't know if it's the only black kid in an all-white school, so you're always thinking about everybody else thing. I don't know if it's in a romantic thing because I just want to be loved and blah, blah, blah. I don't know what it is, but I have been putting everybody else before me, and I have been suffering for it, and it's not fair. And I get so mad because everybody else seems to just be doing whatever they want because they know their show revolves around them, and they are moving accordingly. Now, this does not mean I'm going to be stepping on necks to make it to my next step. That's not who I am. That is not a part of my core that is not, I think I can still be kind and still understand that this world revolves around me. It's just, I'm going to be moving a little bit differently because this is all about me. All of my dreams, I'm not waiting for somebody else to help make those come true. I can make my dream come true because really I'm every woman and it's all in me, okay? The truth is, this is your life and you are the one that has to live it. And at the end of the day, or at the end of the line, okay, when you're on your deathbed and that's it, you are having to reckon with whatever God you believe in, you're going to have to look back and go, do I feel good about what I did? Or do I not? Nobody else is going to hold your hand and be like, I really wish that I, led you to this point. I mean, they might, but like also, wouldn't you rather have more control of that yourself? Nobody else is going to have to die feeling guilty for you. You are going to have to feel those feelings till the bitter end. And what feelings do you want to feel? Do you want to feel like you had some control over your life? Because that's what I want to. I want to know that I had control over my life. I want to know that the people that were in my life were supporting me as I was going through that and not my full vehicle, not the full vessel that was driving me forward. I was not using them as my directors. I was not using them as my producers. I was not using them as my managers. I was using them as supporting characters in my show. But ultimately, I am the main character. Everything that's happening is for me. And that is what I would feel much better about going to my bed with. So if you haven't gathered yet, 2025 is the year of the main character. It's the year of being authentically you. It's the year of coming into yourself and standing up for yourself and being exactly who the fuck you are. And that is how I feel right now. So if you would like to join my journey and, the things that I learn along the way, I'll be sure to bestow. I have like a little idea for like a video diary that I want to put out every single week of like something maybe I learned that week or, almost like little vlog style, but sometimes, very low committal because I'm going to have these videos that are going to be a little bit more, with my actual camera once a week, but then I want like a nice low committal something where I can just sit and shoot the shit, So if you'd like to join my journey, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big old thumbs up if I said something that resonates with you. I need to get out of this sweater in front of this fire because as aesthetic as it is hot as hell. And until next time, bye.